Okay, so initially you need to offer it up or measure up how long your line is going to be. Once you've done that, you want to wrap tape around the line where you're going to cut it. This will prevent the braided line fraying, which will make the next step really difficult. That's whether it's a braided line or one of the nylon coated lines. You still want to wrap the tape around where you're going to be cutting. Once you've done that, you're going to take your AN fitting, you're going to unscrew it, so we're left with just this small part on the left here, and that's what you're going to be using first. That's what the line is going to insert into first. So you can see if you try and just insert the braided line into this piece, it's way too big. The edge of the braided line is just going to fray off and be a mess, so you can't do that. What you need to do is you need to get a Jubilee clip clamp around it. You're going to tighten it up nice and tight so it really squashes that line in. And it's not going to be a perfect circle when you do this, and that's fine. But now you can see that I'm able to insert it a little bit into that fitting. You're going to do it in the vise, but I'm just showing you how it's brought it in. You're going to put that piece in the vise. You're then going to insert the line into it, and you're going to use a flathead screwdriver to push in the rest of the line, the edges that are just hanging out there. Just nipping it in, and then once it's all in, you're going to push it down, you're going to take off the clamp, and then you're going to fully push it into the fitting all the way so it's fully seated. You can tell when it's fully seated. When you take it out there, you can look at the end of it and you'll see the rubber part is butted up right up against the ends of the threads in the fitting there, and now that's ready to move on to the next stage. I then like to wrap some tape around it as a marker, or you could use a little Sharpie on it, just to mark where the line is now. So when you move on to the next stage where you're inserting the other part of the fitting, you know that you're not just pushing the line out the back of the fitting and that it is clamping down properly. You're then going to want to heat up the line, so it's going to soften the rubber up inside it, a little bit of a heat gun. That's just to allow you to push it in properly, otherwise you're going to find it really, really hard and you are just going to push the line out the back. You could use a little bit of silicone spray as well. I use WD-40. I know you shouldn't use WD because it's not great for rubber, but it's all I had at the time. And then from there, you're just going to insert the fitting, get it going by hand initially, and then you're going to tighten it up using a spanner or an AN spanner or whatever. Again, just keep an eye on that line, maybe holding it from the back to make sure it isn't pushing it out of the rear of the fitting as you're tightening it up here. And that's basically it, really simple. The nylon covered lines are way easier. Obviously the braided metal ones are a lot harder because they're a little bit thicker and more tricky to get into the fitting. But once you've done that bit, it's really simple and easy as long as you apply a little bit of heat. With the correct spanners, obviously you won't mark up the fittings. I wasn't really bothered about that. It's just going on a cheap eBay kit build that I'm doing, so it's not too much of a problem for me.